Oh, Dom's bald. Yeah, remember when he was
yeah,
bald?
so
Yeah,
bald.
Do you remember that time when Dom got a hair transplant?
yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Xuan-Talks. Unfortunately, we had already recorded this episode, but the recording kind of glitched. So today we're joined here by my co-person Kai,
Yeah, that Burke. Yeah,
who's wearing an orange on his face or his profile picture, and we got
Yeah.
Jacob over here, who's Phil Mitchell.
Yeah, very nice.
So
Yes,
Guy.
some
first
strange reasons.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah. Right, first off, I want to talk about one thing. You may notice that Dom isn't here again, like episode 2. Now, we just did a vote thing on my Instagram story, and the democracy shows that people don't want him to return again.
Not our
So-
fault.
They must not enjoy him being on here then.
Yeah, so I guess Dom isn't going to be a guest on this. No, not even, no, sorry, he's not going to be, like, part of our crew anymore. He's just a guest, I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty tasty, I think.
Quite delicious.
Well, I don't know what to say. It's quite tasty, quite delicious. Yeah, right. Well, a couple of days ago, I'm sure you guys noticed on your Instagram, but this a bit late now. But there was the black post picture. You know, it's like a black square thing. Yeah, and it's like about the racism thing because of obviously George Floyd. He got like murdered by those police. And I just want to talk about a bit about racism. So like, what's going on with this black square thing? How does is this like a trend or what's going on?
Well, obviously it's not right what happened to George Floyd and stuff.
Yeah.
But, well, it's good that people are like protesting and stuff, but then obviously it's turning violent and things, which obviously isn't good. Which is just, it feels like it's good that they're trying to get justice and trying to do Black Lives Matter and things, but
Yeah.
But they're not achieving much really. They need to, I don't know, they need to have a goal.
I think they're just trying to show support and stuff. I don't know. That's all they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like share awareness about it or something.
Yeah, but awareness, that's good. But then how's that going to stop people being racist? Like,
Yeah, it won't, will it? Yeah.
Exactly. They need to like I feel like they need to try and force the government to like screen police better and stuff to actually like, cause change.
Yeah, because is this some sort of like like, is it like a trend thing? Like, because I've seen certain people, not everyone, but some of the people that did post that have, like, I have noticed have been like racist in the past or said like racist comments and things. But obviously you can like change from what you were before. But did they just copy everyone because it was there? Like, was it just like a trend at one point?
Yeah, they probably feel like they have to do it or something. Cause...
Yeah.
If they're racist in the past, then that's just a bit stupid, isn't it? They should. I don't know. They need to at least admit their mistakes if they're going to post the thing and support Black Lives Matter.
Apologize for what they've done.
To show they've changed and that.
Yeah. Like, because obviously you can change. Like, you can become like someone better. But obviously you've done that in the past, and you can't just suddenly post that like, you know, you're supporting all this thing. But I felt at some point it surely it was like becoming something that you could just do. It's just like copying everyone from everyone else. You know, it's like a trend at one point. And obviously, what does that do? Obviously, it promotes stuff. But what is it actually doing other than promoting like Black Lives Matter? Like
nothing really. It's just.
Is there something else you can do to like?
It's good, but there should be more done.
They should have said what they were going to do. You mean, like,
exactly?
So not just posting like a black picture and like just putting like the hashtag or I don't know what it was, but they need to explain what they're trying to promote. You know, like, are they trying to promote the justice and things like that? Yeah, and like obviously this racism thing has it gotten better?
Well, since the past I think it has, but now I feel like there's not much change other than now. But I feel like. Well, there's no leader to it. Obviously, like George Floyd he's obviously died, and that's started it all.
Yeah.
But who's the person who's like I don't know how to explain it.
You mean like who's leading
Yeah.
main like campaigns and things like that? There's like one person
Yeah.
trying
They
to
need like a
promote it.
leader, like in Martin Luther King and stuff.
Yeah, like those kind of like
Yeah.
inspirational people. Is there obviously there are people clearly that like people follow, you know, they're like inspirational.
I think the
Is there, like-
majority of people are not racist, though, aren't they?
No.
Majority,
I think everyone was
Just a minority.
Yeah.
just a few people.
Yeah, in the police in America, I don't think all of them are racist. I think just some. I suppose.
No.
Yeah, but I suppose it's hard to stop racist people getting in the police.
Yeah, you can't tell like who is racist. You know, it's not like that. It's not like you look at someone and you go, oh yeah, they clearly, you know, are against that race or something. It's hard to find out who is like the racist person and who isn't. You know, that's why it's so much harder to.
You can't just ask the question, "Are you racist?" Because there's not.
Yeah, you can just clearly say no, can't you? And it's just easy to get away with.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Well, maybe there needs to be like tougher punishments or something.
Yeah, like are the punishments, you know, already that bad for like racism and things? Because it's like a hate crime, isn't it? But what do you get like in different countries? Are there like worse things that you get?
Yeah, I think that probably.
I don't know, but
We're not really good with the law thing. So, do you think people with like more powerful positions, like, do you think they abuse their power to, you know, get away with more things like racism and things? Do you think that's a?
Yeah, definitely, because in the police they've obviously got more power, and then people higher up are going to want to cover it up so their police department doesn't get in trouble or whatever. And obviously rich people, they're going to want to cover it up as well because they don't want their name like messed up. I guess that's a good thing about social media. It's like exposing them and holding them accountable.
They don't want a bad reputation, do they? And
I think obviously social media is a good thing now in some ways. Like obviously there's always going to be negative aspects to everything, but it's good because it's like promoting it in a good way. You know, people are actually starting to call people out and things like that, which I think is good. But I don't think they should take it, you know, like too far, like because in some way that could come across as like offensive towards someone else as well. If they're So I mean, it's hard to see like the line where you can call someone out or just actually start attacking them as well. So I don't know.
Well, I suppose that's similar to the protesters, and then some of it turning violent. They're obviously like completely different people that are like rioting, and the people that are protesting, and it just sort of like ruins the image of Black Lives Matter by like looting and rioting and stuff.
Yeah, they're causing more crime.
Exactly.
Yeah, in some way, yeah.
What about this Jake Paul thing? Have you heard about that?
No, what? No, yeah, explain.
He was caught in like a mall and someone like passed him a bottle of vodka that someone had stolen or something from some like restaurant or something.
Wait, did that happen?
Yeah, and he's been like charged or something. He's being charged.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he's like I don't know. He's made a video on it, but it's I don't know. I don't really know about it, so I don't want to say too much. But...
Yeah. Well, like the behavioural system in school, obviously, some of it is good. Like I can understand why they do it, but surely some of the things that they put you in detention for is ridiculous compared to the things that they should be making worse. Like Kai, you got an S7 or S11, whatever they're called, for it's like a lunchtime detention for your shirt untucked. Whereas
I know.
That's ridiculous, don't you think? Like surely they could just tell you that. Whereas like there are people saying these things and teachers don't hear it. And if you go and report that, will they put them in just the same detention? Because I don't think that's enough, is it?
Well, it's just stupid, really, isn't it?
I suppose if you actually do something wrong, you get away with it. But if you don't do anything, you're fine.
Yeah.
But what's an untucked shirt really going to do? That's not causing anyone any harm.
Yeah, what is their actually reason for that then? What?
Yeah, there's no purpose to school uniform.
It's like a formal look, I think, and
why? But school, it's not like.
Isn't it also like I've heard them? They're also say obviously like America, they have some of their schools that obviously don't wear school uniform, do they? And like probably other countries as well. Is there any schools in England that do that?
Don't think so.
I don't think so. No. Well, isn't also because like they say like some people might not be able to afford certain clothes or something. Isn't that some of the
school uniform? You're buying like extra clothes.
Yeah. I guess you are. Yeah, it's quite expensive for school uniform when you grow out of that. you've got to pay more than you would for just normal clothes, I guess,
Exactly.
wouldn't you?
So like, people are probably going to be more like self-conscious in school uniform anyway. It's just, I don't know. It's not
Do you
very,
think so?
not very good. What about depends on your gender and stuff. It's different for different genders, which is just a bit weird.
Yeah, they might not want to wear a blazer or something. I don't know.
Well, what about if a girl doesn't want to well, no, they're allowed to wear skirts.
Yeah, they can wear skirts or trousers, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that thing like can the boys like can they wear like skirts and things like that?
They might want to, might they? I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like not on like just like for a joke way. Like they might.
But they might
Yeah,
not
yeah.
they might not identify as a girl, but they might just want to wear a skirt.
That's what I mean. Like they might want to
Oh,
wear
yeah.
a skirt. Like are they allowed to do that? Is that part of the school rules?
Exactly.
Or
It's just a bit like.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the situation. I think. I don't know.
yeah, I think they have to ask the teachers, and then they obviously. I'm sure they'd allow that. I don't think there's like anything.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be ridiculous if they did.
The thing is, they promote like that kind of thing. Like they promote like being the right gender or whatever, being like the gender.
Like LGBTQ plus, like that kind of thing, like promoting around the school and stuff. Yeah. So I don't think the school is. Do you think the school behaviour is actually like bad in some way? You know, like what are the worst parts about the system?
Just that they over punish like stupid things like untucked shirts and stuff, and
I
then.
don't like this idea about like if you eat somewhere where you're not meant to eat, you get like an S7 or something.
Yes, that's the like that kind of thing is ridiculous. Obviously, they don't want crumbs around their classroom and like you know, because obviously the cleaners will have to clean it up more. But that's ridiculous. Surely you could just, if you catch them, you tell them not to do it. And obviously, I can understand that people aren't gonna always listen, are they? They're gonna just do it again. But for your like shirt untucking, they should ask you once, and then obviously if you refuse, then they'll give you like some sort of detention.
But when
like,
I got there, I didn't realise my shirt was untucked.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not your fault, is it? The people, have they ever caught anyone that's like been like racist in school and stuff? Like, what happens if you are?
I don't know. Not much, probably.
I think. Well, if you get reported, I don't know. They'll probably punish you in some way. But
yeah, but what is it like an after school detention? Is that enough? Is that
Probably
enough?
not.
Like isolation?
Probably
Surely that in some way.
all you do is like sit
crime.
there really, and not. I don't know. You don't really do anything.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But I mean, what can you do other than that? There's nothing else that you really can do.
Make you do stuff. I don't know. They could make you.
Make you do stuff. Sounds
I don't know
bad.
What you mean, like making clean things or something? Like
Yeah, like
and stuff like that. Yeah,
like
I guess
community service kind of thing. Like,
that's actually a good idea. Like,
not even a joke.
They should do that. Yeah, like if something's like really that bad, they should make you stay with the cleaners and clean up, like hoover the floor or something. I don't know. It's something.
that like eating thing, that where you like can't eat wherever you want. That's just like, what's that teaching you? That's teaching you to do what you're told. What is this, like the 1800s with work?
Yeah, just like you have to comply with everything they do.
No, I think their reason is litter, but then they don't put enough bins around the school to do it anyway. Do
you think they should like put more bins around?
Yeah.
Well,
on the the field, the school.
Oh, you mean
field.
like actually on the field, like actually outside and things like that? Yeah, because you can't eat on the field now, can you? Or you're not supposed to anyway. But
the thing is,
be able to.
The thing is, like it's like they're just punishing everyone for like
a few idiots.
Yeah, a few idiots.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do. A few Burks, just a bit stupid. It's just ridiculous, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they make the punishment for everyone, and I guess that in their mindset they think that's making the students learn, but I don't always agree with that. I think it should just be that one person punished, not everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it should just be the one person.
I think it's just sort of, I don't know. It's just a bit. It's not the. I don't think it's the right way to teach people. I don't think. I think the whole school systems just are a bit messed up.
Yeah, you think that we should have more freedom within the school?
Exactly, because what's that teaching us? That's just teaching us to get told what to do all the time, when they should be teaching us to think for ourselves and things like that.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, in some way, yeah. That
I swear they're meant to prepare us for, like, I don't know, when we were adults or something.
For life.
Exactly.
Because in like English, obviously I can understand like the literature thing, but are some of the lessons basically pointless? Because, like you said, it's preparing us for life. Then why do we need to do poetry then? What's that?
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, that's just
No,
poems.
yeah. You're gonna suddenly need to use like poetry and go like,
The
yes,
device.
I know I know the metaphor for that in real life and stuff like that. I think that some of the lessons need to be changed up. They need to be something to do with more life skills, more practical skills, taking out
Yeah.
things that we don't need.
Well, I suppose that's the whole GCSEs. Like lots of it's just pointless. We're just learning it for no reason, really.
Education personally to change it, then.
Like,
Yeah, they need to.
When are you ever going to use like half the stuff that we learn?
When we're not, we actually aren't.
I think that's why people do quite bad, because they don't want to learn it.
Exactly.
They in their mind they're thinking that there's no point in learning it,
Yeah.
and that's why some of the students do bad, because they're not in the right like mindset. Like,
Yeah.
obviously I can understand the maths. Yeah, you need the maths. Some of it I don't agree with. Like, well, when do you need Pythagoras theorem? Are you gonna
Exactly.
you might need to do a bit of Pythagoras theorem or something. But and then some of the lessons are okay to do. Like I actually don't know what lessons are good to do.
Wait a sec, my dog might be barking. Can you hear it?
How is the school quarantine structure going for you? You know, like the lockdown school thing.
Some stuff's good, like these like videos for geography and stuff.
Yeah, well,
helpful and
yeah, and science as well, chemistry.
yeah, yes, okay.
that's good. Yeah.
I don't watch them. That's point.
Oh,
You don't watch the science videos, yeah.
right,
Well, obviously the school quarantine thing it's not been too bad. I think Dom enjoys it very much. But there's like PowerPoints that we have to go through it. But are you actually learning anything from these?
Well, most of it's just copying, isn't it?
Yeah, but are you learning from that?
No.
You're just mindlessly copying, aren't you? I don't even pay attention when I'm copying.
That's what I mean. That's not good. That's actually not good. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame the school for doing that, because obviously they're trying to do their best.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think they should do more of those. I think they should do more of those videos, like geography videos. There's a teacher, so shout out to that. I don't think he's watching. Yeah, well, he does videos, and so does one science teacher, but Kai doesn't watch them apparently. So
Well, I swear you don't need to watch them, really. I swear you don't.
Right, that's it. 7.
I swear that in the lesson, that chemistry video thing.
well, they're not really helpful. Do you not think so?
Well, that one isn't part of the lesson. Well, it is part of the lesson. That's not
No, yeah, it's
the
just like
lesson,
describing a random bit of it. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's not too bad though. It's better than doing nothing. Better than doing a video.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we'll just finish off here then. So thanks for watching this episode 3 of Xuan-Talks. It was about, I don't know, like 3 random topics, I think.
Dom's bald.
He's actually not on here anymore, so I don't know. I guess Kai, obviously you'll be on here, and Jacob, we might see you again. If you want to be a guest on next week's, just let me know in the comments.
We've got a next week's guest, haven't we?
Yeah, we've chosen our next week's guest, but you'll be put on a list. We have a list. So thanks for watching.
Tom's on the list.
He's at the bottom.
Dom's on the list, on the guest list to be on here. So right, I guess subscribe to my channel, and see you in next week's video.